Hello guys, so how are you all? Welcome to Mind Power classes. So today's topic is about real number. Okay, class 10. This is class 10 topic, math subject. So we will discuss about the first chapter, real number. So first of all, we will discuss about the Euclid method. So let's understand that for which type of condition or what's the use of Euclid method. Whenever the use of Euclid method is when we want to find out the HCF. Euclid method is used to find out the HCF between two numbers. For example, we have two numbers. One number is 8 and one number is 6. Okay, so we can find out the HCF by using Euclid method. Now there's a formula about Euclid method, and the formula is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Again, I'm just repeating the formula. The formula is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, now let's talk about one example. And okay, just wait, whatever the formula I just told you, now there's some condition. The value of remainder should be 0. This is the condition actually when we are using the Euclid's method. So up to getting 0, up to the remainder comes 0, we have to just keep on solving it. Okay, is this clear? That means the value of remainder should be 0. Okay, in Euclid's method the remainder should be 0. This much is clear. Let's talk about the method now. So suppose one condition is there. We have to find out the HCF between two numbers. Suppose those two numbers are 8 and 6. So we have to find out the HCF of 8 and 6 by using Euclid's method. Okay, question is clear. We have two numbers, one is 8 and one is 6, and we have to find out the HCF between 8 and 6. Okay, we have to find out the HCF of 8 and 6 by using Euclid's method. Okay, so what's the first step? The first step, we need to understand, or we need to identify the smaller number and greater number. How many numbers we have now? Two numbers, one is 8 and one is 6. And what's the first step? We need to identify the smaller number and greater number. Okay, so smaller number will be the divisor. What I said now, smaller number will be the divisor. Okay, smaller number will be the divisor and the greater number will be the dividend. Is this clear now? Smaller number will be the divisor and greater number will be the dividend. Okay, so what I just said now is clear. The smaller number, we had two number, one was 6 and one was 8, and I just said that the smaller number will be the divisor and the greater number will be the dividend. So which one is the smaller number? 6. So 6 will be the divisor and 8 will be the dividend. Okay, and is this clear? Okay, so I just told you about one formula, Euclid's theorem formula. That formula is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Again, I'm just repeating, the Euclid's method formula is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, now just take your pen and copy and just write down this formula in your copy. If you want, so you just pause this video and you can just write down this formula, then substitute the value there. Okay, in place of dividend, what do we have to write down? 8. In this question, according to this question, in place of dividend, what do we have to write down? 8. Then equal sign. So you also just have to write an equal sign. After equal sign, what was there? Divisor. So two numbers were there, one was 8 and one was 6. So 8 was the dividend and 6 was the divisor. So after equal sign, we have to write down 6 because 6 was the divisor. So 6 into quotient. Now we have to find out the quotient. Just same as like just normal division method. So now we have to find out the quotient. What is the condition here? 8. The dividend has to be divided by the divisor. That means 8 has to be divided by 6. Okay, so we have to read 6 table up to getting 8 or less than 8. Is this clear? So let's read 6 table. 6 1 cha 6 and 6 2 cha 12. Okay, and since our childhood or from class 5th we are learning that the value, I mean, just when people just, okay, I mean, in short, you know that like the, I mean, if we are just dividing something, if we are just dividing the dividend by the divisor, so the value should be less than the dividend. The value should be less than the dividend. So 6 1 cha 6 and 6 2 cha 12, and 12 is more than 8. So can we take 12? No, we can't take 12. So we have to take 6. So 6 1 cha 6. Okay, and how many times we read the table? One time. So what will be the quotient? Quotient will be 1. So how will you write down this equation in your just copy? 8 is equals to 6 into 1 plus, okay, now we have to write down the value of remainder. And how to find out the remainder? The quotient. Okay, I mean, that answer, the new obtained answer, like 6 1 ja 6. So what's the new obtained answer? 6. So this 6, I mean, the new obtained answer will be subtracted from the dividend. Okay, that new obtained answer will be subtracted from the dividend. And what was the dividend? The dividend was 8. Okay, the dividend was 8. So how to find out the remainder? Remainder is equals to dividend minus the new obtained answer. So what was the new obtained answer? The new obtained answer was 6. So 8 minus 6 is equals to 2. So what's the value of remainder? The value of remainder is equals to 2. Is this clear? Now we have all the values. I mean, dividend is equals to 8, equal sign, divisor. So the value of divisor was 6 into the value of quotient is equals to 1 plus the value of remainder is equals to 2. The value of remainder is equals to 2. And what I just told you, the value we just have to keep on solving until the remainder comes 0. Is this clear? Until the remainder comes 0, we have to keep on solving. So what's the remainder here? 2. Okay, so 2 is equal to 0. No, so we have to solve the next step also. Is this clear? And I just want you to write down this all steps in your copy. Whatever I just told you now, write down this step. Just pause the video and just write down this step. 8 is equals to 6 into 1 plus 2. Okay, now I mean, since the remainder is not 0, so we have to solve the next step also. Now just remember one thing. In the next step, the divisor will be the dividend. The divisor will be the dividend and the remainder will be the divisor. Okay, from the previous step, we have to take these two values from the previous step. And what was the previous step? 8 is equals to 6 into 1 plus 2. It was the previous step. So from this step we have to just take the new value of dividend and divisor. So in the previous step, whatever was the divisor, that will become the dividend, and whatever was the remainder, that will become the divisor. So what will you just write in the next step? 6 is equals to 2, because 2 was the remainder. So that 2 will become the divisor here. So 6 is equals to 2 into quotient. Now we have to find out the value of quotient. That means we have to read 2's table up to getting 8 or less than, not 8, because the new dividend is equals to 6. That means we have to read the 6 table up to getting, we have to read that 2 table because the new divisor is 2. So we have to read that 2's table up to getting 6 or less than 6. So let's read this 2's table. 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4, and 2 3 ja 6. We got the same number, 6 and 6. Okay, so how many times we read the table? 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4, and 2 3 ja 6. We read 2's table 3 times. So what will be the quotient? Quotient is equals to 3. Okay, quotient is equals to 3. And what's the new obtained answer? 3 2 ja 6. The new obtained answer was 6. Okay, now we have to find out the remainder. And how to find out the remainder? Remainder is equals to dividend minus new obtained answer. So the new obtained answer was 6. And what was the dividend here? 6. So remainder is equals to 6 minus 6 is equals to 0. So what's the remainder here? Okay, so just write on the 0 in place of remainder. Okay, have you written down that? Okay, now just see here. Remainder is equals to what now? 0. And what I just told you, just we're just talking about Euclid's method. So as soon as the remainder will be 0, that's gonna be your final answer. You don't have to solve any further step. So if your remainder has been 0, that means that's your final step. This much is clear. But now we have to find out the HCF from the same last step. Okay, from this last step we have to find out the SCF. And how to find out the SCF? From the last step you have to check out that what was the divisor. So the divisor is your SCF. So what was the divisor in the last step? The divisor was 2. So was okay, so that means this is your answer. This 2 is your answer. Is this clear? I mean, from the last step means if you're the line or the step in which the value of remainder is equals to 0 is your last step. So from that step you have to find out the value of divisor, and that divisor is your answer. Okay, so what was the divisor in the last step? 2. That means 2 is the answer. Okay, that means we can say that therefore the SCF of 8 and 6 is equals to 2. It was just so simple. Okay, if you have understood everything, whatever the rules I told you, if you got everything, so I think it's just damn easy. And all the questions are same, only numbers will be different. In place of 8 the numbers could be 100, in place of 6 the number could be 200, 50, 75, or whatever it is, but the method will be same to same. Okay, so do you have any doubt? If you have any doubt, any question, any confusion, so again already I have just told you, you can just write down your confusion, doubt, or anything in the comment section. I will just read that, then I will just reply you. And if you want, then you can just call me on the given number. Okay, and I will just clear your doubt. So again I'm just repeating the number. The number was 7987671552. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you just feel free to just call me, or just feel free to write down in the comment section. I will sort that out. Okay, so thanks for watching Mind Plus classes. Have a great day ahead. Bye.